Welcome, one and all, to the USC Podcast number 6. We are back after a, what was it, 6-month break?
Maybe? I don't remember.
I can't remember what the last episode I recorded in. I can check here in a second. Once again, we're back after a hiatus. Kind of ran out of time. Didn't have a lot of time on my hands to do the podcasts, do all editing, all that other stuff. But I have it now, and we're back at the request of EdmonDante and popular demand by the USC.
Woo!
So first we're going to start off with headline topics. We're going to move into some Star Citizen topics, USC topics. If we have any time, we're going to go into general discussion. We're going to move on now to the introductions.
Hi, everybody. I am Ogie the Great, currently XO of our training command and envoy for the Diplomatic Corps, and a smartass.
Hi, my name's Prime Legion, currently deckhand for USC. Currently an idiot.
He's also
Australian.
He's also an Australian, yes. All right, and by the way, Ogiwan is returning from the original podcast crew we had. I guess moving on down the line, lastly is Vampier.
Yeah, hello, I'm Vampier, from the Netherlands, half German, half Dutch, as you probably can hear my lovely little accent. Pretty new to the USC in general. I am a pilot of the Defense Force, and I'm also starting helping out Edmund with his diplomatic stuff.
And finally, I am Hanson SCO, your benevolent podcast host. I'm also Deputy Ambassador for the USC Ministry of Diplomacy. I believe that's what we're calling it now.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm also the Executive Officer for STADCOM, the Defense Force. Which means I'm protecting your ass. Alright, we're going to jump right into it. Headline topic is the USC gathering in Austin, Texas on, the 18th?
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, fun. So, is it 18th or 19th? That'd be 19th, right? The 20th?
Yeah, it is the 19th, yeah. Yeah, I'm flying out on the 18th, which is why I got that, mixed up.
Oh, it's on MLK Day, yeah, so January 19th. I know Ogie's going. I believe Hefty is going. I'm gonna go see if I can carpool with him to Tyler, from Tyler, because I really hate driving.
Fair enough.
I'm trying to think of who else is going. I know Edmund's Landscaper, of course, he's in Dallas. Dante is orchestrating the whole thing from Austin.
I know there's more. I think that we're expecting like 8 to 12 people. That's at least what we said to CIG Austin, I think.
Yeah, well, all I know is we're all probably going to go crash at Edmund's apartment.
Well, actually, I have my own room, and my own, rental card and whatnot. So, to my knowledge, the itinerary is that, we're going to go do a tour of CIG Austin, and then I think we're supposed to have a barbecue at Landscaper's place.
Landscaper lives in Austin.
Then maybe not.
Yeah, that's probably Edmund's place.
Well, regardless, we're having a barbecue somewhere, which I'm looking forward to, because I've never had a proper Texas BBQ,
It's because you're from fucking Connecticut.
Yes, because I'm from fucking Connecticut.
You Yankee
My
fuck.
kangaroo would drown. My kangaroo would drown on the trip.
Ha!
Oh, shut up, you limey bastard.
I guess we lost Vamper.
Yeah, he, PC restart.
Oh, gotcha.
I mean, so we all should be getting there on, the 18th, because I'm pretty sure Hefty is going to leave Tyler in the morning on the 18th, because it's like a 4.5-hour drive there from Tyler. It'd be like a 5.5-hour drive, or like a 5-hour drive from where I live.
Yeah, that's, and in 4 hours, that's a good carpooling distance, especially if you're not used to driving long distance.
I mean, I can do the drive, I just don't want to.
Fair enough. You really have to, figure out your own way to deal with it. Like, when I was driving I got my first master's in Tennessee, which is about 17 or 18 hours from Connecticut. So when I was doing that, I had to figure out, okay, this is how I'm going to drive. I'm going to have, my MP3 player pretty much just doing podcasts for a solid 8 hours and whatnot. And, stopping every 2 hours or so for gas and bathroom, Coke and combos. And you have to really get a technique for long-distance driving.
I've done the drive from Texas to DC. I did that back in April. I did it straight through 20 hours.
That's a drive.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, it took me 20 hours because I kept fucking stopping.
Yeah, that would.
It's like in every state. It's like in every state I would stop and get a big ass thing of soda.
If it works.
Fucking caffeine.
Yeah. But regardless, everybody's probably going to, start heading that way on the 18th and get to some sort of place. And then, 19th will be, again, tour and BBQ. I'm flying out morning of the 20th, if memory serves.
So, do you know if we're planning on doing anything on the night of the 18th? Because I mean, if we're not, I'll hold some fucking poker. I don't care.
You know what? This is an excellent suggestion.
I know it is. We can get some beer. I can bring my poker set. I mean, it'll be great.
So would we be playing Texas Hold'em because we're in Texas?
Yes, we will be playing Texas Hold'em. You Yankee fuck.
Because I have no idea how this game works. I mean, I know there's like rivers and spires.
You better start fucking learning.
What, or else you're gonna, take all my money?
Yeah, pretty much.
Bully.
I've been playing Texas Hold'em over a decade.
Because you live in Texas.
I've only lived in Texas for a year.
I have no response.
There you go. Shut the fuck up. Remember, I was born in Washington, D.C., the land of corruption.
It shows.
Right? I mean, like I said, though, if we don't plan on doing anything on the 18th, on the night of the 18th, I mean, like I said, I'm down to playing some poker somewhere. Preferably at your hotel room. That way we can make you lose the security on it.
I think Dennis Leary wrote a song about you. It's, that's right, the course says you're an asshole.
No, that sounds pretty accurate.
Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, our visit to CIG Austin looks like it'll be awesome, and it'll be good to actually, meet all of our brethren in person. And I think we're also supposed to get some awesome new shirts.
Woohoo! Oh god, do we have to wear them?
I don't know. I mean, I'm totally going to be flaunting my, USC pride.
I'm talking about when we go. It's gonna look a little awkward.
It's a uniform.
I know, but I'm gonna wear a suit.
Well, aren't you special?
No, that's just all I'm gonna pack.
Alright, whatever.
I like wearing suits, I'm sorry, I wear it to work.
Alright, whatever. Be all dressed up and whatnot.
I am. Yeah, fuck you in your Australia.
Oh. Yeah, what'd you say?
Get one to Australia.
So Hanson, you will be basically the pimp of the group.
Oh really? I'm gonna be the only nice part.
Except you're not a nice person.
I'm a very nice person, by the way. Are you kidding me?
1 hour been here.
Look, why is everybody so fucking hostile today?
Hey, where I live, the day's only gone on for 49 minutes, so...
Oh, jeez. Alright, let's move on. Alright, Star Citizen. God, anything good even happens?
The Carrack came out,
no.
and it's awesome. Well, the Carrack, concept sale. And it was awesome.
For me, not as awesome as the Mustang review of the new versions, and of course the Deltas, which I find more impressive than the Carrack, to be honest.
What about the new trailer?
Oh, the Imagine trailer?
Yeah.
Oh, that was fantastic.
Sweet, especially loved that they used a fan-made trailer and improved on that concept.
I said it wasn't ours, was it?
We wish.
I still gotta see the lines for that, too.
Yeah, but the original Imagine trailer, it was a fan trailer, and the timing of it was exquisite, and it was really good. So then, CIG took the same the same thing. They asked permission of the guy who originally made it. Took the concept, and then added in, in-game footage. So the timing isn't as awesome, but it more than makes up for it in the fact that what you see is what you get.
That certainly was nice, although I was actually surprised sometimes about the quality of the footage, which was especially when they filmed footage from the arena fighting module, that there still was the clock sign times in the display. The problem when you record in the arena module, you always have the time indicator on the top, and I wish there was a way to remove that for filming. And from some of the footage, I guess they have the same problem, apparently.
Yeah, possibly. I really don't know. I've never recorded in Arena Commander.
Same. I'll look into it, though.
I've had pretty limited interaction with it.
It's fun. And actually, so should we move on to the topic of Arena Commander 1.0?
You took the words right out of my mouth. By the way, guys, I'm going to put that new trailer in the link dump on YouTube. So Arena Commander 1.0 was released. Finally.
Yeah, the issue with me is that I haven't been able to, log on to it. I keep on getting one of the connection errors or whatever. But I'm super excited because my Super Hornet is now in and ready to play, and I can go out and break stuff.
That's the 2-seater one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You have no idea how enthusiastic I am to have a Rio, to have a backseater, have someone, being able to manage my power and manage all, the jammers and, countermeasures and whatnot.
Your own goose.
Right, exactly. Yeah, Goose was a Rio. Goose was a backseater. So yeah, I'm super excited for that.
I'm still wondering though when they will implement the function that you can invite somebody in the arena module to fly Rio with your Super Hornet. And seeing that the description of the Super Hornet was always in the brochure, that you could decide for yourself which functions the Rio could have, how much and how soon this will be implemented in the arena module.
I'm honestly thinking that sort of functionality, I mean, granted, of course, I'm not a CIG staffer, so I cannot speak with authority, but my impression is that multi-seat functionality will be the next big arena commander release. After bug smashing and balancing for all the single seat ships that we have, the next step will be multi-crew ships, which will include the Super Hornet as well as larger ships like the Constellation.
I mean, already you see the efforts they put into it. For those who haven't seen it, in the Star Citizen homepage, you now have the possibility to add contacts onto your list in your profile. And the nice thing about this, if you log into the arena module, your contacts automatically appear, and then you have the option to choose, yes, I want to invite that person for a race, for a dogfight session or whatsoever. So I certainly see them going on the way to then hopefully in the near future saying, yeah, I'm inviting him to the Rio seat or so.
Yes, and I have
User
to say,
joined your channel.
oh, Dante, welcome, Dante.
Hey, look who showed up.
Good morning.
Morning, gentlemen.
Yeah. Anyways, I have to say that being able to invite contacts off of a list is so much better than how it was before. Remember with the friend code that you would have to read like 800 times over TeamSpeak while everybody punched them in?
Yeah, that was very annoying. Because you would log into the game and they would get something wrong and you would have that short time frame to correct it. Otherwise, you had to log out of the game and then join a new one.
Yeah, so super excited about the contact list.
Yeah, now that was broken as when Arena Commander 1.0 came out, but I did put in a thread in the forums that this is now fixed, I believe. I tried this out with my New Zealand friend Hunter, and I did try it out with Hefty, and it is working now. So
Excellent.
And they fixed a lot of stuff. There also was a big problem with the new modules of the Mustangs in the hangar and everything. I mean, there's still some issues there, obviously, but it was very surprising for me to see that they released 1.0 before Christmas, just before the holiday seasons, and during the time they still fixed it. I'm not going to drop names or whatsoever, but we all know gaming companies who don't do this kind of things of fixing games over the holiday seasons or whatsoever. So I was very impressed by the commitment of CIG to get the arena module and improve it on an almost daily basis.
You raise a very good point, and granted, this may sound like me just being a fanboy, but it really speaks to the dedication that all the CIG staff has towards making this game. It's not necessarily just a job for them. It's it's what they do.
Yeah, I've seen documentaries of them when they've had to force people out of the office because of the dedication of these people.
Yeah, and it shows in the product. It definitely shows in the product that you don't have some game developer who is bound to a deadline, who has some CEO in the background. Yes, we want this and this now, and the rest we don't care whatsoever. Just simply, but these people, they want to make a finish, they want to make a polished and fine products, and they're really putting in the effort, and it clearly shows. And yes, sure, bugs appears and everything, but they fixed them. They fixed them, and not like other games where you can wait months or years before something happens or they even acknowledge it. So it's nice. It's really nice, and this gives me really great hope for when the game finally comes out completely.
When Battlefield 4 was forced to get released early because of EA, and it was buggy as fuck, it's a good thing that CIG is taking the time to get this thing nice and polished out and not release it super buggy like Battlefield 4 was.
You had a question for me?
Yeah, I was going to ask you, so what does AC 1.0 mean for, like, TRACOM?
That would be classified information. But on a serious note, I would say that once the first patch of bugs gets smashed, like, for example, The Cutlass apparently doesn't use its main thrusters for stuff, so it's slow as a rock. I think one of the missile racks in the Hornet accidentally got deleted. So stuff like that. Once that first run of major bugs gets eliminated, and once everyone can log into it, because again, I can't log into it right now. We plan on running various small group training sessions, for basic single-seater orientation, basic element and flight training and stuff like that. Trying to get used to working with each other as a group.
Yeah, that'd be good with the new invitation system that's been released. We'll be able to actually do that now instead of having to spread that code out to 8 people.
And the thing is that playing Arena Commander 1.0 with other people in the USC is just like us playing Artemis with each other. It's all about building our capabilities as a group.
So touching on Artemis, right? So I know a few people have downloaded that now. There's a topic on the USC forums. So are there any plans in the future to start to utilize that?
Excuse me. Nothing that Tracom has really established. This is the entire push for Artemis is really something that I forget who it was on the forums, but someone saw it and it was like, hey, this is an awesome game. We should do this.
That was me, by the way.
That was you?
Yep, that was me.
Oh, well then, thank you. So yeah, Vampire saw it, and hey, this is an awesome thing. We should do it. And everybody else pretty much said yes, we should. So really, I don't think it needs much pushing from Tracom because everybody's going to be doing it. And again, it's a fantastic way to encourage and train people to work together.
Well, I think it will need a certain pushing, not in the fact of getting people excited, but now the point is I bought, I bought 30 copies of the game and handed them out for people in the USC, of course, to get this thing started, and luckily a lot of people also already had the game. And now it's simply a question of getting the mob organized. I don't know who it was, somebody even mentioned that the mechanic of the game allows it to... maybe let me start different for those people who are listening who don't know what Artemis is. Artemis is a bridge ship simulator game, old one. I think it's already 1 or 2 years old, or if not even more. It works like the Star Trek principle. One player is the captain, one player is on the tactical console, one on the science, and so forth and so forth. And all people together, of a group of 6 people, control a single ship. And as somebody mentioned, I don't know who it was or where its source was, but apparently Chris Roberts and his team also used this game as inspiration for how to utilize capital ships and how to control them in the game at a later point, which makes sense, of course, with all the different consoles and stations. So my thinking at the point was simply, before I even know that they were involved with this as well, that this would be a perfect exercise to get used to controlling big ship with a crew, and be it only in ways of how to communicate with people and stations and everything. So now that we got a bunch of people who has the game, now we just have to set down a timetable when we can finally do it.
I'd like to add that I'm very much looking forward to doing that with you, Vampire, and thank you very much for that little gift I woke up to this morning.
No problem.
And cheers, my new friend. That game.
Haha. Yeah, I guess moving along with the USC topics. I guess Ogie should know something about this. You should. Tracom instructor applications are now open, I believe.
I mean, as for exactly what the period is, I'm not sure. Why did I just blank on my boss? Lock On hasn't really communicated to me, who we're considering or what the application period is. But it's exactly what it says on the tin. If you are interested in becoming a Tracom instructor, apply.
Not to piss on your parade, but I know actually more since I also applied in the first place and he sent me a message. Application was to 26, which was yesterday, and he put a couple of questions to the applicants which they needed to answer, including more difficult question where they needed to describe to a complete newcomer how to perform certain tasks in the arena module, which I found quite interesting.
Oasis.
Sadly, I couldn't participate since my computer is currently having some problems, so I pulled out of it. But I've seen a lot of people who applied for the job and also got the same message. So I'm thinking the process is well underway now, and I hope we get some good instructors out of this.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
there we go.
looking at it now. The deadline was extended because of the lack of applications expected to January the 5th.
Oh, nice. Maybe I can then put myself in later after all.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see. Who applies. And I think it should also bear mentioning that the doctrine document that I always seem to talk about.
But we never see.
I actually have it available for sharing, and I would welcome input because I'm a nerd like that, and I would like my stuff to be critiqued. And actually, I'm pretty sure that I've put it up on the forum a couple times. Anyways, but that still isn't complete, and it probably will never be truly complete. It'll always be a work in progress. But nevertheless, the trainers that we recruit will most likely have an effect on how the USC fights, because once you start getting more eyes, and once you have people start explaining it, then stuff that doesn't make sense, stuff that does make sense, good ideas, bad ideas start to crop up, and then the doctrine changes, and then we become stronger.
All right, so moving on, just a quick announcement, real quick, readdressing the donations. Earlier this year, we removed the option to donate on the engine website due to some stipulation from CIG or the fact that we were going to have a CIG forum. We've heard nothing from that since, so we're putting the donation button back on. Once again, we don't expect anybody to donate, but it was by popular demand that we were requested to put that back on. Just anybody who was noticing that we had it back. There's also a statement in the news and announcements section. You can read fully.
And hopefully with the org drop too, it may reopen the door of using CIG's forums, but until we actually see it, it's kind of hit or miss at this point.
All right, hey, so Dante. So we were touching base on the CIG visit to Austin on the 19th.
Definitely. This is exciting. It's happening, and I was just speaking with Kronos Viper, who was the member who most assisted us with getting the dates through CIG, and he confirmed that yesterday that we're solid. We're looking pretty good. I'm in the process of going through all my emails and putting together a solid head count on people who have said that they're going to attend, and I'll have that out as quickly as possible. And it's pretty exciting because we're gonna do more than just visit CIG. We have people that will be here for the entire weekend even. So we'll definitely be doing a number of different activities together.
So I was gonna ask, do you know who all's going?
Like I said, I'm going through the list. I mean, obviously, you're going. We got Mally and Hefty, but then we also have Hans Kruger. He's flying in from I think Norway,
Germany, somewhere around there. He's European.
And then I'm pretty sure Twilly Frost as well, and
yeah, Twilly's coming.
Twilly.
Yeah, but to get the complete list, I'm gonna have to sit down today and finish going through it and compiling the complete list. There's quite a few heads though.
So Ogie mentioned barbecue.
Oh, that's gonna have to happen.
Well, yeah, Ogie said it. It must be true.
Right, exactly.
I have the perfect spot where I live here in Austin for us to be able to sit down and do a total barbecue.
Hey, well, if you need help cooking it and eating it,
sure.
Yeah, I'm so gonna help with the eating of it. I will help with the eating of all of it. Prime, what were we gonna say?
Mail me a steak.
No, you gotta kill your own.
I don't think he can. It's Australia. Everything wants to kill him.
Yeah, true.
You need to kill it first.
That would be an interesting question, though, since you have hunting and everything legal in America. Are you going to hunt your meat as well, or?
We don't got time for that.
Yeah.
We don't get guns here. I think the only people in Australia that get guns are farmers, and they cannot have automatic or semi-automatic guns to kill pests. Police, they get the machine guns.
How's that fair?
Why do police need machine guns?
Yeah, I think we should probably, veer away from this topic, lest, we really dive hardcore into politics and probably have me end up in a screaming fit about, government taking our guns or something like that.
The damn Mexicans are taking our jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
In other Texas babble.
Yeah, well, it was a Sydney siege that happened quite recently, so...
Yeah.
Well, I do want to make a suggestion for the barbecue. Sweet Baby Ray's.
Sweet Baby Ray's.
Best fucking barbecue sauce on planet Earth. I could eat that shit straight. I have eaten it straight, actually. No, the first time I ever had it, I was liable to put my finger in there and lick it off my finger.
Text me that later, and I'll definitely see what we can do.
I'm gonna have to put that in the fucking link dump now. No, I'm serious. Alright, so first off, how many pictures are we gonna taking, and what percentage of it is just gonna be Ogie taking selfies?
0% will be Ogie taking selfies.
Well, I'm gonna make you take selfies.
I'm pretty sure this is sober Ogie talking.
This is sober Ogie talking.
Right. When we get to drunk Ogie talking, the number's gonna be more reversed.
Get the whiskey.
Yeah, like 80-90% Ogie taking selfies when he's speaking.
And actually, in thinking about it, I don't think I have ever offered any of you a limerick or haiku, because usually that's what I do when I'm drunk.
You offer people haikus.
Or limericks, on a topic of their choice.
Hanson, will you bring a tape recorder?
I need to bring a fucking camera.
Yeah, please put that shit on YouTube.
That's all it's gonna be on my phone.
So yeah, the barbecue will be fun times, and this is why you should join the United States Confederation, because we have awesome engagements like this all the time.
Unless you live in Australia.
Hey, so Edmund, we also took a boat, me and Ogie, and we're playing poker at your house on the night of the 18th.
On the night of the 18th, let me open it.
Yeah. So tonight everybody gets there. We're gonna take up your living room.
Okay.
And we're gonna play poker. And probably drink. And that's when the selfies happen. See, I'm just gonna take all the pictures we take, and I'm gonna make a little montage on YouTube to let me take a selfie.
And play the Team America, what was it? Just trying to think. Montage song or something like that, yeah.
America.
I think Hans is flying in on the 16th, but...
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, the important people are getting there on the 18th. Mainly me.
I have a Monday and Tuesday off as well. I think Tuesday I'm taking a half day, so I'm all set.
Yeah, I took Monday and Tuesday off as well, though I'm going to be flying back, I think around noon, maybe early afternoon on the 20th, Tuesday.
Right. And for any who may need a ride to the airport or getting picked up from the airport, I should be able to accommodate them with relative ease.
Yeah, and similarly, I'm going to have a rental car, so...
How much did that set you back?
Well, I used one of those travel site things. Which got the package bundled together, or something like that. But it was flight, hotel, and car for like $500 or something like that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean, so sure, it's a decent, it's a decent amount. It's like, it's like a week's worth of work. That's not that much, all things considering. And I don't need to worry, everything is good to go. I don't need to worry about, rummaging through all the websites and all the combinations and whatnot. It was just taken care of.
What hotel did you get?
Oh, fuck if I remember. Hold on, there it is.
So make sure you're not staying in a crack house.
Or so you think.
I mean, dude, if you want to stay on South Congress, go ahead.
No, okay, it's the La Quinta Inn and Suites.
La Quinta.
Sure.
I say La Quinta because I'm American.
Do you know what street that's on? Is that on Research Boulevard?
It says South Mopac Expressway.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a horrible part of town.
What's a
Yeah,
Mopac? I don't even know.
it is. That's the south side of town.
I'm going to point out that I did my undergraduate in Philadelphia, in North Philadelphia. Someone got shot at the gas station across the street from my dorm. So when you say, oh, that's a bad part of town, ain't nothing compared to Temple University.
Yeah. I lived in Bakersfield. I watched several people get murdered in my backyard. That's not the point, dude.
Is that the La Quinta on, wait, is that in Orloff or, like, off of 35?
I have no idea. The address is South Mopac Expressway, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, that's the south side of town. That's the college side of town. That's where all the kids are.
Cool.
So it's really not like dangerous or anything. There aren't too many places in Austin that are really anything like California. It's not like you don't have the street gangs or anything, but
Right.
Hence my comment earlier about the Bakersfield being a cesspool for gang violence.
Right.
But
I can just imagine Ogie in fucking Austin, in college town Austin, being, like, pressed into a gang of preppy white college kids.
Up in the hood.
Yo, nigga, we the Calculus Crips.
You know, I'm just going to say that since this popped into your head, you're a horrible person.
I know that. Hey, look. My life saying is I'm going to hell, but I'll see all my friends there.
yeah, I'll definitely be seeing you there, Hanson.
Oh yeah, definitely you.
Well,
You know,
like this
God,
says,
God frowns upon sodomy, Mr. Dante.
What were we saying, Vamp?
like I said, they said it very well in Blackadder. Heaven is for people who like to do stuff what they do in heaven. Talking to God, watering pot plants. While hell is for the people who like this other kind of stuff.
See, I've always been under the notion that hell is actually, like heaven is actually just, like, going to church, where you just have to, like, sit and listen to sermons all day and pray. And, like, hell is just a big resort casino.
Now, my understanding is simply if we take all these religious nutters who say this is bad, video gaming is bad, alcohol is bad, sex is bad, then we can all this good stuff expect to be in hell. So why wouldn't you want to go there?
And I'm pretty sure that there's a whole bunch of theological arguments that say, no, really, hell is not fun. So, hey.
But they've never been there,
Boom.
so they don't know.
But Dante was there. I meant the guy who wrote the book.
No. Well, no. Dante used to live in California. That's pretty close.
This is no lie.
Well, we have evidence that hell must be an awesome place. You hear all these stories about people with near-death experience, and they're seeing the light, and they're feeling the warmly glow, and they still decided to come back. You don't hear that much of people seeing hell or something. So they must be like, they're dying, they see hell. Hell, yeah, I'm going down there, I'm not coming back.
Either that, or, it's, you're going to hell, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
It's the burlesque show they have right outside the gates of hell. Anybody sees that, they're like, no, I'm good. I'll stay here.
This conversation has taken a dark path.
You gotta realize the people you're talking to.
Gamers. Filthy, degraded gamers.
I was just gonna say horrible people.
Well, then we can start the hypothetical discussion. If God and Satan would play Star Citizen, what ship would they fly?
Cutlass, I'm thinking for the devil.
What about the
For some
caterpillar?
reason. What is the caterpillar? I think I've seen that. Oh, actually, no, it's actually my desktop background, isn't it? The caterpillar.
Really?
Why?
Oh,
mean,
no,
no.
so I was trying to look for Star Citizen backgrounds, and this one looked cool, so I just put that in there.
You're gonna have to send me a picture now.
Yeah, I'll link it or some shit.
Legion,
but-
he's saying
Go
he
on.
doesn't believe you that it looks cool. He needs a picture to see it.
No, I need
Yeah,
a picture
yeah.
put in a link dump.
But anyways, Caterpillar is supposed to be like evil pirate freighter, right?
But I don't see it, honestly.
Or we just go to the max that we have available. Satan has a kingship, God has a Bengal.
Oh, is this it?
Sounds right.
I'll just link the picture in the
Oh no!
message.
I wanted the picture of your actual desktop.
Oh, okay. Well, that's hideous. But if you want to.
No, I want it. Trust me, I want it.
Okay, just scanning for any sort of stuff you guys shouldn't see.
No. I want it raw.
Porn.
I want to see all the porn you have on your desktop.
These words, incidentally, are exactly why Hanson has been to the hospital multiple times for diseases that he refuses to admit he ever had.
Look, first off, that last time was for exhaustion.
Empty recycle bin full of porn.
Look, we don't talk about that, but I was in Tyler in the hospital in like September.
Running
For
late
exhaustion.
over hard drive.
Hey, so I got back into EVE Online recently.
You poor sod.
I know. It's just gonna drag me back in, and next thing I know, I'm back in Goon Swarm killing newbies.
Because again, you're a horrible person.
Oh no, I know I'm a horrible person. My God, there's poor noobs.
Wait, so your response is, "My God, those poor noobs. I must kill them all."
Something like that. Look. To be fair, I was in a fleet of 40 stealth bombers that I led, so I really didn't kill them. I just gave the order to kill them. So really, I'm the victim here.
I don't even know what to say.
You could say I'm sorry, Hanson. I know how you feel.
You're
it must
sorry.
be horrible.
You're sorry, Hanson. I know how you feel. You're horrible.
No, it's horrible. It must be horrible having to live through those experiences.
What? You're a whore?
Your mom's a whore.
This conversation brought to you by the Council of Diplomats.
I fucked your daddy, Ogie. That's right. Alright, we're coming up to the end here. I want to thank everybody for listening to the podcast. Thank God we've found the time to do it again. God, do we want to do this every week or every 2 weeks again?
Either 2 weeks or a
I'm
month, I say.
on my holidays for 5 weeks.
Oh,
It's probably 2 weeks.
I think at this stage, every 2 weeks.
Yeah, so we'll just resume programming like usual. We record on Saturdays in the TeamSpeak. Every other Saturday now. Generally, podcasts should be up on YouTube within the day or two, etc. Whenever I get around to editing it. Want to thank everybody for being in USC. If you're not in the USC, check us out at UnitedSpaceConfederation.com or our forums at UnitedSpaceConfederation.engine.com. I'll have those links in the description. I want to remind everybody that I do have a Twitter account at Lyoko222, LYOKO222. I periodically post USC updates on there. And want to also ask everybody to subscribe to the USC YouTube channel. You guys got anything else?
No.
I'm clear.
Well, I obviously would still like to invite everybody to join our little discussion about the Artemis. I still have a couple of game codes left to hand out, and I hope we can get this project started very soon.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to seeing and hearing everybody again in 2 weeks.
Free games!